Hello everyone and welcome to the DPB Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Modis with DisneyPinsBlog.com, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world. This is episode number 61 for the week of October 17th, 2016.
Welcome to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast.
Welcome back everyone to the DPB Podcast. Hope everyone had a great week. Before we hop into the pin news this week, just want to head back to last week because we never announced the new pin releases for last week. That was because the official Disney Pin website, they never put them up. I don't know what's going on with the official Disney website for pins, but it seems to have been slacking. They haven't really been posting a lot of the new pins. Luckily on DisneyPinsBlog.com we have it covered. But pin posts for last week up on the day they were released, that morning on Thursday last week. And both coasts, Disneyland and Walt Disney World, received the Halloween 2016 Haunted Mansion key pins. Very cool set. There's 4 different pins. Limited edition of 5,000, features different characters. There's a slider element on the top, and then a dangle key feature at the bottom. And the retail price on those was $15.99. And then there's also a boxed pin set with a completer pin in the center that features the Hatbox Ghost. And that was limited edition of 1,000. Retail price on that one was $109, so a little pricey, but cool to see new Halloween pins. So a little jumping into pin news for this week. A little bit of a slow week, but later on we're gonna, for our Disney Pin Chat segment, we're going to talk about the new announcement for the Holiday Nighttime Spectacular at Hollywood Studios, and then talk a little bit more about my experience from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Alright, let's start it off with the pin news. We'll head over to Tokyo Disney Resort. They received new pixel style pins, which are really unique. Haven't really seen these in the States. There's 3 different sets. One has Mickey Mouse and like a pixel style, like you see like an old video game. And then there is the aliens from Toy Story, and then a Donald Duck and Chip and Dale. Those were 2 on the card there. But really cool pins coming out of the Tokyo Disney Resort. So that was cool to see. Alright, another release coming out of the Tokyo Disney Resort are these new game pins. So I don't really know like how you get these pins, but apparently there's some type of game you play and you can receive a pin. They have them at Tokyo Disneyland and then Tokyo Disney Sea. But we got pictures up of them on the website. There's 5 different pins in each set. The one's really cool. They're like this oval style pin with glitter embellishments on them. But we might have a video of these coming on our YouTube channel soon. Kind of trying to work it out, but I think they're interesting pins, something that we don't have here in America. So that's pretty cool. I'm hoping to have more information on that soon, so stay tuned. Let's head over to DisneyStore.com. There was a surprise release over there for Captain America's 75th anniversary. So this is for the serious pin collector because this set comes in at $200. It's just a limited edition of $175, so very low there. And it features 10 different Captain America pins. So I know this is a pretty popular set, and a lot of people, there's a lot of feedback on the blog post when we put it up. But yeah, that's still available at DisneyStore.com if you're interested. If you feel like dishing out $200, if you think about that, that's not that much per pin, so about $20 per pin. All right, next, this is a really hot topic this past week. A new cast member 25th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast pin came out, and guys, we're going to see more and more of these Beauty and the Beast 25th anniversary pins. This is the very first one that we're seeing, and like I said before, we did have a preview of these at Pixar Party, but we never saw this one before. When it came out, people were loving it. It features Lumiere, Mrs. Potts, and Chip, and at the bottom it reads 25th anniversary Beauty and the Beast. And we don't know the edition size. If I had to guess, I would think around 750. That's usually what they are for cast member pins. But this one specifically that we have a picture of was purchased at Company D at Walt Disney World Resort. I'm not sure if this is available at Disneyland or not. If it is, if you guys know, leave a comment below on the blog post. All right, next we have new pins coming out of Mickey's of Glendale in California. These are, again, more cast member pins. Really awesome, though. So these are going to be available on Monday, October 17th, cast members only. The first one is a Dumbo 75th anniversary pin, limited edition of 250. Retail price is $18.95. And then there's a Gus and Jack from Cinderella pin, LE250 as well, retail price $14.95. And then there's a Lilo and Stitch pin hiding around a pumpkin, and that one is LE250 and it's $16.95. And then there's also a Chip 'n Dale in front of the Haunted Mansion, which is pretty cool. They have their trick-or-treat baskets, and there's a tombstone that says Halloween 2016 on it, and that one is LE250 as well, $16.95. And then this is pretty unique, but there's going to be new Shanghai Disney Resort pins coming to Mickey's of Glendale. The first one, my favorite, is a jumbo dangle pin. Retail price is $64.95 and it's LE200. And then next, there's various characters for the Shanghai Disney Resort. These are all LE250, retail price $14.99, featuring Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Chip 'n Dale, Pluto, Goofy, Donald Duck, and Daisy Duck. So that's cool to see. It's pretty unique that the Shanghai pins are coming to Mickey's of Glendale, but nonetheless, it's awesome to see new Halloween pins, and these WDI pins are always great. I really love them. I'm looking forward to what's coming to the D23 pop-up event here next month at Walt Disney World Resorts. That's going to be fun. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for pin news. Like I said, it was a slow week, and we don't know what the new pin releases are going to be for this week coming up. I know there's going to be a limited edition Halloween pin, but I think that's not going to be released until the following week or on actual Halloween day, October 31st. But before we get into the pin chat segment, let's jump over to the forums, because we did ask a question last week. So I'm going to pull it up here now, and we just want to get your feedback on these new Shanghai pins that are coming out, these pin releases. So I put pictures up from last episode, put them on the forums, and just wanted to ask you guys what your favorite pins are. So I'm going to go down through those now and read them off. First, we have Princess Lisa back at it again. She says, I love them all. My favorite would have to be Snow White, Jasmine, and Sorcerer Mickey. Nice release. And then we have Devon Benji. I've been trying to extend my princess pins recently, so the Belle, Snow White, and Jasmine are definitely my three favorite. The Dumbo and Mickey portraits are also pretty awesome. That's what they said. And then we have PinFan92 coming back here and says, the pins look great. My favorite is Stitch. So it looks like Stitch is a popular one. If I had to pick my favorite, I would go for Jasmine. I think it's a great looking pin. And I also do love the Sorcerer Mickey pin. So yeah, thanks for participating, everyone. Alright guys, it's time for Disney Pin Chat. Before we get into talking about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I'm going to head back and talk about the big announcement that came out of Walt Disney World this past week. If you guys didn't hear, there's going to be a new holiday nighttime spectacular coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios. And this is going to be replacing the Star Wars fireworks show that's going on right now, just for a limited time, of course, during the holidays. Then I'm assuming the Star Wars is going to come back, or they'll get something new. But this is starting November 14th, called Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. And there will be new amazing special effects around the premises of the Chinese theater, and a projection, fireworks, and holiday music incorporated as well. So that's going to be really fun. And there's also a new dessert party coming for this. Of course, you know, anytime there's a fireworks show or whatever at Disney, they do a dessert party. I believe the price for the dessert party is $69. But my question, I guess this will be part one of our question. Do we think there's going to be a pin release for this? You know, there hasn't really been any pin releases in the past for these types of fireworks shows, but there might be, just because it's a limited time type thing. And I know this is on the scale of the Osborne family of Spectacle Dancing Lights, but there's always been pin releases for that in the past. I know this isn't as big as that, but Since it's a limited time thing, I'm thinking maybe we might see a limited edition pin for this. I don't know. We will keep our eyes out and let you guys know. But what do you think? I will we'll leave that as part one of the question in the forums. So that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it because I love Christmas time, and of course fireworks are awesome. So that begins November 14th. I'm hoping to see it that week, so that'll be fun. Alright guys, 2 weeks ago, I attended Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party at the Magic Kingdom. So I put up a video this past week of the pins that I got, and just had some feedback on the website of about the party in general, and I figured I'd take the time in the forums to talk about it, just talk about my experience. So the party is a separate ticketed event. You have to have admission into the park, or an annual pass, whatever, and then you have to buy the ticket separately for the party. So the party begins at 7 p.m. and it lasts until midnight. I stayed at the Magic Kingdom that whole day, and I just went to the front of the park and got my wristband. You have to have the wristband to be there for the party. Disney is pretty strict about that. They do check, so guests can't stay, after and hang out. But some of the attractions are still open during the party. But it really starts going, around 7, 8 o'clock. So once 7 o'clock hits, there's different locations around the Magic Kingdom where they give away candy. My favorite is the Tiki Room, because you can go inside there. Of course it's not operating, but some of the birds are, tweeting or whatever, and they have cast members in there with big barrels of candy, and they give you a handful. And there's just different stations all around the Magic Kingdom. You can take your little candy bag they give you and fill it up. I filled mine to the max. About halfway through it, I was done. I just threw it in my backpack. How much candy can you have? But yeah, I filled mine up, and I still have a ton left. So that's one, piece of it. The other piece is the whole park is decorated for Halloween, especially Main Street. You have a lot of fall colors, pumpkins everywhere. The colors they use on the castle and on Main Street are a lot of blues and purples and greens. It looks really eerie and cool. The Haunted Mansion, I think, even looks different. They spray fog in the park, so it looks, especially in Frontierland, you'll see like a lot of fog, which is cool. And then, of course, the main attractions are the Boo to You Parade, I think that's what it's called, and then the Hallow Wishes fireworks show at night. So they run the parade twice. I saw the first showing, and then they do the fireworks right after that, and then they run the parade again. And I love the parade. I think the parade's awesome. You have the grave diggers from the Haunted Mansion, which is a really cool sight to see. And just the floats are great. Hallow Wishes is amazing. They blast off the fireworks all around you, so pretty much anywhere in the Magic Kingdom you're going to see fireworks. I was watching it from the Beast Castle, just because I kind of switch it up. This in front of Cinderella's Castle is nice, but there's always like tons and tons of people there, so I switch it up. I go over to the Beast Castle right outside Be Our Guest restaurant. It's less crowded, and you're like right up at close and personal with the fireworks. Super loud. You really don't see what's going on with the castle, the projections or whatever, but I've seen that before. I just like to be close to the fireworks. I think it's really intense over there. It's cool. And then of course you have merchandise. So this year they changed it up for the pins. Last year they released all of the pins at the Frontierland trading post, so it was super crowded over there. But this year they moved it over to New Fantasyland, the Big Top Souvenirs gift shop. This year they're all behind the counter, so the cast member had a piece of paper there. You had to tell them which one you want, and then they went back and got them for you and brought them out. So a little bit different, but still, I love the pins I got. And if you haven't seen the YouTube video I put up this past week, be sure to check it out. But overall, I love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I think it's an awesome time. And I'm looking forward to the Very Merry Christmas Party coming up here. Should be starting, I think it starts in early to mid-November. I'm actually going to go to one of those parties. So I'll have a video up of those pins. And yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else about the Halloween party. It's just a great time. If you guys haven't been, if you haven't went to the party, I highly recommend it. gets you in the spirit for Halloween. And you get, of course, lots of candy and exclusive merchandise, which is always fun. So the question this week this is a part 2-er. We had the first question earlier. So this question is going to be, what was your favorite Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party pin for 2016? If you haven't seen the video, check it out on YouTube. I have all the pins on there. And of course, I'll leave a blog post below of all the Halloween pins. So click on the DPB Forums tab and leave a comment, and we'll be sure to read them on next week's episode. Alright guys, thanks for watching and listening. Hope everyone has a great week. We'll be back again soon. See ya.